How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here for a bit of a different video. Today we're going to be playing some Software Inc. again. It's been a long time since I've actually made a video for this game, and I haven't played it in quite a while, and I'm getting back into it, and I figured I really enjoyed making these videos previously, and I'm keen to show it off again. And what I'm going to be doing to start this off is going into just a basic game. I'm not actually changing these settings. Let's just keep this as general as it can be, literally as it is, starting up. Let's start this game, go to Garaging, and let's get going. So what I plan on doing is basically seeing how much money you can actually make from doing contracts in 1 year. So we've got our ground floor. Let's just get our basic stuff going for our place. Yeah, so I want to basically see how much money you can realistically make in 1 year from just doing contracts. Now, I quite like doing contracts just because I find it as a easy way to start playing, and an easy way to start getting your capital going. Because I quite enjoy doing the stocks. I find it quite fun as a way, basically test if you can do it or not. Let's just make sure there's anything else. We can put a bookcase in here. Let's put a clock in here as well. That's basically all we need. Right, that's all we need from that side. And let's bring our person in. So, the year is January 1980. We're currently starting with 8,000 left. Let's see how much money I can actually make before January 1981 by only doing contracts. Now, the contracts tab is on the bottom here. I do like to sort them. I like to fill up, like to do basically only embedded systems at this stage. I find it's a bit easier completing them. You can complete them much quicker. Always know when taking contracts, take a look at the code units and take a look at the art units. And that more or less determines how quickly you can complete it. And, I wish you wouldn't mind a server to make it a little bit quicker as well. Just bringing a server. Because noise doesn't really matter because it's only going to be, I don't plan on actually hiring any staff at this stage of the game. And the reason I noticed that quickly is because you can actually set a server, and it actually speeds up your development of your contract. So let's go and select our first contract, and let's bring our person in. So I'm literally going with these stock standard settings, nothing special, and I really just want to see how much money you can actually make in your first year by solely doing contracts. Now, when it comes to doing contracts, you'll see that your reputation does change. These stars in here. And these stars change what kind of contracts you get from doing... they change which contracts you can actually essentially get. And your contracts, once you get to about 5 stars, you can be looking at upwards of about 90k for a contract. And those longer contracts tend to last about 6 months. Between 3 and 6 months, depending on the contract. So getting your stars up does become quite useful, and if you're planning on building an entire company around doing contract work, those 5-star contracts really will make a difference. And the way you essentially get your contract stars is by completing contracts with better quality work. So you want to aim for like outstanding or higher to actually improve your business reputation as much as possible. If you then were to hand in a contract that is subpar or doesn't actually meet the requirements, your reputation will then drop. So you want to try and release as many good contracts and do as much good work as you possibly can. And maybe I should actually try that with this playthrough, because I don't really have a plan for this playthrough. So I quite like the idea of actually seeing how much money a contract-based company can make in this game. I'm just accepting 2 contracts at a time, just because it's easier going to the menu quickly. It'll usually take 2 days, 2 months. I'm playing this 1 day as 1 month. Like I said, I really did just go for your basic settings. I didn't change personality traits. I literally didn't change anything from the default loadout. So this is as default as it can get. And yeah, I'm quite keen to see how much money you can make. I've done this a few times. I haven't really kept track of how much money you can make. I never really see what the funds look like after the first year. Luckily, it shouldn't take too long. And I usually do this when actually making a company that only is solely based off of stocks. It is definitely possible. My previous playthrough actually did that, where I only did contract work until I got to stocks. Look, it wasn't a lot of money, but the first 3 years I was sitting at about 6 mil. So it's not a crazy amount of money, but it's an interesting way to actually play the game. And it's a little bit different, which I quite enjoy. Yeah, it's just a different way of doing it. And I found that quite fun. Any way you can change your play up and change the way you play the game, it's fun. So let's develop that. I might need to broaden which contracts we can take, as running a bit short on different types of contracts with the embedded systems. We're not doing too badly. We're on about 50,000. I might actually buy some stocks to boost that. So you look at your stocks. Another thing to do is just to compare, and I can't see it now, all companies, sort them by worth. That gives you a general idea of what stocks you can buy. And I actually see Treat Monkey is worth less than us. So that being said, I should be able to buy stocks from them. Now I don't want to take them over, although I see this company is doing really badly. Do they have any... So one thing to do when looking at a company is to see if they have any software coming out anytime soon. And now I'm looking for Treat Monday. Do they have anything coming out? December 1981. Now that takes us past our actual playthrough, so I don't think it actually makes sense for us. Okay, I'm not going to do it. This playthrough solely see how much money we can make in a year, and I don't see anyone actually coming out with anything that's going to be valuable in the next year. Their stocks are way too expensive. So in a normal game, I might have actually taken those stocks from Treat Monday. Let's see. Logistic applications are now coming through. I can take those as well. Okay, let's take one of those. Again, it's not too difficult to complete these projects. As long as normally I stay away from any project that has anything to do with art, as I see that does really slow it down, especially when you're running with just your own person. If you've got a team behind you, then you can go for it, then there's no problem. But when it's just your starting out person, I find the art projects tend to be just a lot more work. And I mean, what comes to it is that the amount of units to do the project, there's more work. There's more work to do. Basically, these projects are 68 units and 67 units respectively. An art project might be 68 and then another 50 units of art. So the amount of work that needs to be done is more. So it does... They take longer, it does slow down. So we are already in September of our first year, and we're on about 60,000. Your first year, I do find it's quite nice just working by yourself, as you don't actually have to pay a salary for yourself, which is quite nice. So you're able to make, oh, what is happening? Okay, embedded systems I can do, there's no artwork, and embedded systems I can do. Cool, let's do those two. As again, I'm leaving those game assets because it's 2 art units. And the time I'm still only 1 month, which is the same as what I'm doing here, whereas these only have about 60 units of work. These sitting with 2 units of work. So they almost double the work for the same amount of pay. So I don't really see the value of doing these contracts just yet. So I would stick to doing embedded systems and logistic contracts, sorry, in your first year or so, whilst you're working by yourself. I thought my person was actually proficient in that, but anyway. Let's skip to the next day. Saying no one's proficient with system code. I could have sworn my person was proficient with system code. Manage employees. Yeah, this person's actually not that great. Very average. Normally I actually drop down the art. I actually forgot to do that with this one. I normally drop down the art just so that the other sides are a bit better. I should have done that. Anyway, let's release these. We're now in November 1980. We've got 105,000, which is decent. It's not a lot of money, but it's decent. So logistic applications, let's accept that, and logistic application. Now this has got art. I don't actually think it's even worth taking. I don't think it's worth taking. it's gonna just take too long. I'd rather wait the next month and get a better contract. Also, I do apologize. I know I sound a bit stuffy, and that is because I am. I'm still not feeling great. So yeah, I do apologize if I sound a bit off in these videos. I might need to hire some staff just to clean this up. I'll do it after the first year. So it looks like we're going to be sitting at about just over 100,000. So let's release this. And after 1 year of doing solely contract work, we are sitting at 117,000. So that's not bad for your first year. Again, it's not a whole lot of money, but it's not bad. So let's see. Our first year we're sitting at 117,000. Let's see if we can get to about 300,000 the next year. And the way I'm going to do that is hiring another staff member. And let's see if we can actually make more money from that. So now let's go to our office. Let's bring out our standard setup. Let's bring in my computer. Let's bring in our keyboard. Let's bring out our nice comfy chair. I always give them nice comfy chairs just because. Now I need to move this. I need to remember how to move it without being an idiot. Move furniture. I always forget those like simple controls for some reason. And let's get some cubicle walls just so that our person doesn't have an issue with it. With noise too much. And I'll actually put a cubicle around the server. The server does tend to be quite noisy. And I now need to move the fan again. There we go. Okay. And I think that's all my other person needs. I think let's get them some water just so that, you know, they don't feel terrible working for me. None of the kitchen. I need the common room. Let's get them some water. Let's get them a snack machine. I'll make this a lot better down the line when it's a fully fledged company. I'll probably buy out the second room. Yeah, I'll probably buy out the second room, hopefully after the next year or so. Now that we've got that building done for them, let's see if we can hire another staff member. So look, I don't really need a leader. What I really do need is an artist. 2D, let's go for medium salary. I like to put a bit of money into the actual search to try and find someone that's really worthwhile. Cool, let's look. Let's see, skill-wise, no one fantastic. I do prefer hiring the younger people just so they can work for your company for longer. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We've now got an artist to help us out. Okay, so let's look at a new contract. I think for now, let's pick this one up. The new person won't actually come in today. I should have hired them yesterday. I wasn't really thinking. Also, I must call over these quickly before the new person comes in. Actually, wasn't thinking. I should have hired the new staff member basically before the start of the day, but it's okay. So we're sitting at 117,000. The goal is to hit 300,000 by the end of this year, by the end of 1981. Cool. So before we do all of that, let's call all these people, make sure everything's working 100% before our new staff member starts, and then let's see. I think normally what I would have done was look at the stock market, but let's see, excluding stocks, how much money you can actually make just doing contract work. So let's develop this. Alright, let's see how quickly this goes. Artwork's actually going quite nicely because I've got a dedicated artist. So now what's actually lacking is my own personal skills. Like I said, I should have actually dropped their art skills, which is something I forgot going into this game. But it's not the end of the world. So let's release that. Outstanding quality, that's always good to hear. And let's bring these up. So the next thing we can do is we can do a logistics application. Let's actually look at doing game assets. These are only artwork. Okay. Let's do a logistics application then. And an embedded system. Nothing unfortunately actually needs any artwork. What I might want to do is go to my manage staff, sorry. I always go to my manage employees. Does he have any design skills? What I might actually do is educate this person in just basic, I think basic design. And just do, I think 2D design. for 2 months. So it'll be the next 2 months he'll be out. I think that'll just be interesting, just to get a bit more of an all-rounder. So it's losing a little bit of money, but I think overall it'll be quite worth it. My main person should be able to get these 2 out by himself anyway after this year, because neither of them have any art. So it shouldn't be too difficult. Promote that one, and let's just not promote that one. Okay. Let's get these going. Alright, so my employee, yeah, okay. Those are his working hours. So our employee is going to take off April, May, and August, are the 3 months that they'll be gone. So August is the month they take off for actual holiday. Also, that is a very nice feature to see when you've got employees. I'd highly recommend it. I found it by accident. I forgot about the feature, and then I accidentally clicked there and I saw when your employees can be working or not. So what you can do is you basically just click on the calendar, and it tells you when you have your employees and when you don't. So let's pick up this logistics application. So I think this month again I don't have my second employee. So I'm just going to pick up one for this month, and let's get it out. So we're 134,000, we're halfway through the year. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit our target of 300,000. I'm a bit worried that we're not going to be able to hit it, but let's see how it goes. I like to see how much money you can make doing contract work. I know the whole point of this is to develop your own software, is the point of the game. And I like finding other ways to make the game work. Which is why I enjoy doing like the contract work, which is why I enjoy doing the stock work. It makes it interesting. And now I can't find anything that has half and half. Well, my person's coming back this month. Let's try and do... My person is working in June, right? Yeah. Let's try and do a game asset. Let's see how well it goes. Okay. So the nice thing with the game assets is you don't actually have to design them. It's just you just do the project, and then there's no bugs to fix, so you can fix it. That actually worked. That was really easy. I might do another game. I must actually be able to do 2 game assets next month. This person's able to just pump out game assets. What might be worth doing is the little feature you can do is you go to your manage your teams and actually set a second team. So let me add a new team, which is my game team. Let me add my game team. And what we must do is let us manage my employees and change him from core and change his team to game. So when accepting contracts now, what time is it? Oh, okay, let's go through this quickly. Let's get this head. So what I want to do is I want to accept a game asset project, and the team that's going to handle that is the game team, not the core team. So let's accept that. Let's see if we can do it by himself, and let's see if my core team can handle that project by themselves. Let's see which one finishes first, out of interest. So this actually might be a problem this month. The problem is actually I do have 2 teams in the same room, which does slow down the work quite a bit. Okay, it looks like he just can't finish the project by himself in a month. Okay, so let me do one more logistics application, one of this one. I'll finish off the art project. I think when accepting an art project, I might set... Why is my person absent? Where's my other person? Okay, I don't actually know where my other employee is. Okay, that's a bit strange. It's very strange. Let's make that a bit more of a priority because that needs to be finished this month. I'm not sure where my second employee is. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. Where is my employee? There they come in. Okay, that was a bit odd. So let me set up a... Let me see. None of these projects need artwork. No. I think let's just do both just in case. And let's accept it. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. That was very strange. Yeah, the artwork works much better with both of them working on it. It's going to be released. And this should be able to be put out this month. Alright, that works quite nicely. I think from now on I'll do both them working together on art projects, and then logistic applications I'll do just my core team. Let me do it this way around. Okay, let me accept my game assets quickly. Are there any... Let's see if there are any nice ones that require artwork as well. None that require artwork. Okay, let's do a game asset with both of them, and logistic applications, let's do just my core team. Okay, let's see how this goes. We should be okay. We're not going to hit our 300,000. We're not going to hit our 300,000. I don't think. We might be able to hit 200,000. Which is a bit disappointing. I would have liked to have hit 300,000 with a second employee. It doesn't seem like we're making that much more money with our second employee, in all honesty. Doesn't actually seem to make much of a difference. Let's see. My balance has gone up, but my why can't I see my? I can't see how much I was making, but anyway. Yeah, I'm not really making that much more money. Okay, let's see. Let's go to contracts. And I'm busy doing an... Let's bring out another... None of these projects now require... We've got no filters going. Okay, let's just see now. No art, no art, no art, no art, no art, no art. There's a game asset one. Let's accept that quickly for our game team. Let's get this going. Okay. This should be easy enough to finish quickly. And the art project should be able to finish this month. So it looks like we might just hit our 200,000 mark. I'm a bit disappointed we didn't hit 300,000. But it happens. Should be outstanding quality, so it's fine. Yeah, outstanding quality, and let's release those two with outstanding quality. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, and the cordon sick, fantastic. For last month, so we're going to definitely hit the 200,000 mark. Let's bring this out. So I'm a bit disappointed we didn't hit the 300,000. So unfortunately, hiring a second employee, if anything, actually reduced our total earnings. But again, I went for a bit of a risk going for the art project, the art employee. I should have maybe gone for another programmer, which might change things up again. So after 2 years, we are sitting at 216,000, which is decent. I'm okay with it. But yeah, sorry, my chair is very noisy. So might do a bit of off-screen work to get this going as a contract company, open up this second room, and really start pushing, hiring a few more staff, and really make it a contract company. So let's see how that goes. So I hope you enjoyed this first video, everyone. Basically seeing your introduction to starting a contract work and the grounds for a contract company. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.